Welcome to The Explainer. For centuries, ancient alchemists obsessively searched for a way to turn base metals into gold. And, well, they failed. But today, a single ton of discarded iPhones actually contains roughly 300 times more gold than a ton of raw gold ore from a traditional mine. We are talking about digital alchemy, the global path of e-waste gold. There is massive hidden wealth sitting inside the discarded electronics we toss out every single day. And the journey from absolute trash to 24-karat treasure is honestly nothing short of incredible.
So did you know your old smartphone contains real, actual gold? Just let that sink in for a second. A typical modern smartphone holds about 0.034 grams of 24-karat gold. The very device you might be watching this explainer on right now, or the one currently sitting in your pocket, is a literal physical gold mine. Now, before we map out exactly how we extract this hidden treasure, if you love discovering the hidden mechanics of the world around us, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an explainer.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The Hidden Gold Mine.
We're facing a massive global e-waste crisis. But here's the thing. E-waste isn't just junk. It refers to discarded electronic devices that can be safely recycled to recover valuable materials. And the scale of this? It's completely staggering. Humanity generates over 50 million metric tons of e-waste every single year. Where most people just see this growing mountain of garbage, engineers and scientists see a profound opportunity. We've got to completely rewire how we think about our dead cell phones and broken laptops because this is an incredibly rich, untapped resource, and recovering it safely provides immense economic and environmental benefits.
Moving right along to Section 2, where the gold hides.
Before we can recover the gold, we really need to know exactly where to look. If we crack these devices open, we find our main targets: CPUs, RAM, and the complex circuit boards inside our smartphones and computers. Now you might be wondering, why are these specific parts laced with precious metals? It's because gold is one of the most reliable electrical conductors on Earth, and crucially, it never ever tarnishes or corrodes. When data needs to travel at literally the speed of light through the microscopic pathways of a CPU or across the vibrant green landscape of a circuit board, gold is the ultimate material for the job. And hey, now that you know the secret of exactly where the gold in your pocket is hiding, take a quick second to hit the like button.
All right, Section 3, Shredding and Separation.
So, we know what the resource is, and we know exactly where it lives. Now we enter the most action-packed phase of the journey, where our devices meet their violent, highly controlled end. This methodical destruction happens in 3 stages. Step 1 is collection of discarded electronics globally. Step 2 is sorting, where trained professionals meticulously separate the devices to safely isolate dangerous batteries or hazardous components. And then, Step 3, shredding. Massive industrial blades violently tear through the plastics, glass, and metal of modern devices, aggressively breaking everything down into bite-sized fragments in a matter of seconds.
But then what? You're just left with a chaotic mountain of plastic and metal fragments. Well, to separate them, powerful industrial magnets swing over conveyor belts, instantly ripping all the ferrous metals out of the mix. Then, advanced machines hit the stream with eddy currents. These are electromagnetic fields that literally repel non-ferrous metals, launching the incredibly valuable gold-plated electronic fragments entirely away from the useless plastics. In the blink of an eye, complete chaos is perfectly organized.
Which brings us to Section 4, Refining the Precious Metals.
The sorting is done. We finally have our raw, concentrated e-waste. But before we dive into the actual chemical alchemy of how this transforms, ask yourself, would you actually recycle your old phone instead of just throwing it away? Be honest here. It is so easy to just toss it in the bin or let it sit in a drawer forever. But recognizing the sheer scale of the engineering required to pull value back out of these devices makes your personal recycling habits the absolutely crucial first step in a massive global supply chain.
So let's look at how the professionals finish the job in specialized refineries. Step 1. Precious metal recovery. The separated e-waste fragments are submerged in complex chemical baths, often using specialized solutions like cyanide or aqua regia, which effectively strip the raw gold right away from the base metals. Step 2 is purification. Through a series of laboratory refining equipment and intense heat, impurities are burned away, leaving behind stunningly pure metal, and strict environmental safeguards are maintained throughout this entire step to ensure no toxic fumes harm the planet. Finally, production. The pure molten gold is poured directly into molds. It cools, solidifies, and emerges as 99.9% pure gold bars. The trash has officially become treasure.
So, the crucial point is Section 5, the environmental impact.
Why does this immense industrial effort truly matter? Well, the contrast is stark. Throwing away electronics literally poisons the earth with heavy metals and throws away perfectly reusable elements. It forces us to constantly mine the earth for more raw ore, which is a massively destructive and wasteful process. Recycling e-waste, on the other hand, utilizes modern recycling factories to recover what we've already mined. It drastically reduces our carbon footprint, protects vulnerable ecosystems, and generates immense economic value from material that already exists right here above ground.
Which leaves us with a final provocative thought. What other hidden treasures are sitting in your junk drawer right now? Seriously, those tangled cords, the broken tablets, the 10-year-old laptop, they aren't garbage. They are miniature gold mines just waiting for their digital alchemy. If this explainer changed how you look at the everyday items around you, hit that subscribe button for more fast-paced deep dives into the hidden mechanics of our world. Thanks for learning with me, and I'll see you in the next explainer.